The animal cell. Bodies of all organisms are made of cells. Without cells there is no life.
Cell membrane. The membrane is a double layer of lipids along with numerous proteins that are important to cell activity. These proteins include receptors, pores, and enzymes. The contents of the membrane float together in a fluid mosaic manner. The lipid layer, called phospholipids, is a water-faring molecule. The membrane is responsible for the controlled entry and exit of substances.
The nucleus. The nucleus is like the brain of the cell. It controls every part of the cell and its functions. It is a membrane-bound organelle surrounded by a double membrane. It communicates with the surrounding cell through numerous nuclear pores. Within the nucleus is the DNA. When a cell is dividing, the DNA and surrounding protein condense into chromosomes that are visible by microscopy. The prominent structure in the nucleus is the nucleolus. The nucleolus produces ribosome and RNA.
The endoplasmic reticulum. Throughout the cell is a vast amount of membrane called the endoplasmic reticulum, or ER for short. The ER connects with the outer nuclear membrane and the cell membrane. These membranes function as channels in the cell. Some areas of the endoplasmic reticulum look smooth ER, and some appear rough ER. The rough ER appears rough because ribosomes are on the membrane surface. Smooth and rough ER have different functions. Smooth ER is important in the production of fats and membrane proteins. Rough ER is important in the synthesis of other proteins.
Golgi bodies. The Golgi apparatus is a single membrane-bound structure. It is actually a stack of membrane-bound vesicles that are important in packaging large molecules for transport throughout the cell. It is the packaging and shipping center of the cell. The packages that are formed are called vesicles.
Mitochondria. Mitochondria provide the energy needed by the cell. This process is called respiration. They are the power centers of the cell and have different shapes depending on the cell type. Mitochondria are double membrane-bound organelles. The outer membrane is fairly smooth, unlike the inner membrane, which is highly convoluted, forming folds called cristae. The cristae increase the inner membrane's surface area. It is on these folds that food, sugar, is combined with oxygen to produce ATP, the primary energy source for the cell.
The ribosome. Ribosomes look like tiny dots in the cytoplasm of the cell. Sometimes they float free and sometimes they were attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. Ribosomes are the site of protein synthesis. They read the code found in RNA, and assemble proteins needed by the cell for growth and internal functions.
The vacuole. Membrane-bound organelles that store substances for the cell. Vacuoles export or import substances in the cell by fusing with the cell membrane.